Good morning, everybody. How's it going out there? Day 78 for the pandemic. 78 represents when the pandemic changed my life. So your number might be different. But welcome to June. Today's June 1st. Exercise of the day. Going back to the resistant band. As I make mention, it's one of my favorite pieces of equipment. Today I'm going to show you a movement that I do at least 3 times a week. Still will continue to do it even though swimming's about to start for me. This is a dry land swim specific movement, but it's also a great movement. You're pulling, it's the whole entire arm working. While you're upright, you're working some balance and you're engaging your core. So there's singular arm and then there's double arm, and I'm gonna give you a demonstration. So you gotta find a resistant band that has a little bit more range of motion. So not the strongest tubing, but far more stretchy. So I come to a shoulder width stance, and then you want to be able to follow through. So when you swim, it's catch, pull, there's a little bit of a follow through. So I'm kind of leaning forward, hinging a little bit from the hip, and this is what it looks like singular. So I actually pull all the way through, so it would look like this here. So there's definitely some good range of motion, and I go nice and slow. And I'll add a little component of the head turn to the direction that the arm is pulling. So I'll do a series of 10 repetitions for each individual arm, and then I'll actually go to both arms at the same time. So when I'm doing both arms, I pull, pause, add a little bit of a flow, pull, pause, and then I'll do a repetition count of about 20 of these. So I go 20 with both arms, I'll go 10 singular, and you can play around with the motion of your arm. So you're working shoulders here, it's the pull motion of the swim. You can change it around and add a little tight elbow to your side and make it more like a tricep kickback or tricep specific movement. But for me, it's definitely looks like this. I definitely have some range of motion. So if you're finding it hard to get to your hip, you got to either step forward or find a band that will allow you to get some decent range of motion. And you don't want it to be too tense, because remember, I'm trying to replicate the way the water feels, and the water is a great form of resistance. You learn to have a feel for it, but it's not so much that it's damaging to you. So don't go damaging yourself with this motion. So today's exercise of the day, I call them swim pulls. I'm a big fan of pushing and pulling. Pushing for me is typically a push-up, and here's a demonstration of working my tricep in the pull motion. So not too fancy in my workouts, but very effective. Just sticking to what works for you. Hope you're doing well. Get a resistant band. Let's get out there, start swimming, but always good to keep strength training in your regimen for at least twice a week. Stay well, everybody. I'll see you soon. Enjoy your day.